Hello, everyone. I'm Kirk Steven, and welcome to The Long Dark. This is DeadWorld, Part 8. Get it right this time. We have left off at the Foreman's Retreat. It's still fairly early in the day. Did not find a ton of goodies here, but I think what we're going to do is take one more hour's nap, and then we're going to start a fire, and we're going to make these potatoes. And that's about all we have for food. We could drink the maple syrup if we need to. I would rather we take the flour with us and maybe find the means to make pancakes.
This will come in handy.
Shoes. Maybe we'll break those down too while we're waiting 1 hour for potatoes to make. So, all right. Is there something in there? No. Okay. All right. Let's take another really quick nap because we don't want Sleeping Beauty here to get any wrinkles. Okay, she's in a little better shape. All right. That is one thing they didn't fix, and that would be a nice change, is if they would prioritize the fire making thing that is already lit.
Come on, little fire. I need to find a place to rest.
Yeah. You just took a nap.
Perfect.
What the heck? Okay. Let's grab our potatoes and cook potatoes. Place and cook. There you go. Potato. Cook the potato. Alright, 40 something minutes. How long is it going to take to destroy our sneakers? Oh, an hour and 15. That's too long. Maybe we'll tear those up right before it gets dark. I was going to try and fix those work boots. But we need cured leather, and that would give us that. And so, okay, we will find the moment to harvest those. But I'm going to still keep looking for the oil. I think this guy used it all up. Unless it's hiding behind the chair or something. We found those shoes there. It won't be there. It just doesn't make any sense to have all this stuff and no oil. Alright. Well, while you guys are cooking, I'm going to take a peek outside, see how blustery it is. It's not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful. We'll get wet for sure. Plus, we're not going anywhere. We're too tired. Don't see any maple. That's kind of what I was looking for. I'm hoping we could find some maple. But I'd like to make the travois. We get back over to Mountaineers. Well, not Mountaineers Hut. The Prepper's Cache there in Timberwolf Mountain. We have some hides going. It might be worth it to sacrifice one of those hides for the travois over, say, a pair of pants. Although the pants would come in handy. We're not doing too bad with combat pants. We could always possibly get lucky and find another pair. Then we wouldn't really have to worry about them. And then the current shoes, these, they're at 1.3 at 66. So if you add a third, yeah, they're going to be pretty close at 1.8 to 2.0. That's not too shabby. So if we can get those up. really what we need to find is another pair of underwear. And we need to find a a good headgear. That would help. But we've got the snow jacket. I think these are going to be equal. So I don't think there's any benefit to either one of those. Did I forget to put...
I could eat a horse. Let's stay in a lot, because I love horses.
Okay, What happened to potatoes? Did we go outside that long? Okay, I'm gonna have to watch the video. I don't know what I did right there. I am literally at a loss for what I did there. I thought that we started a fire and I put 2 potatoes in there and we had 30 minutes and I walked outside and I came back in. I must have done something that no, okay. Well, whatever. We've had one of those moments. I guess I'm not going to worry about doing another fire at this point. We'll do one in the morning when we can warm up a tea before we leave. I'm gonna that's baffling me. I'm going to have to watch what I did there. I have no clue. As you all are probably giggling right now. What I did wrong. Alright, so let us harvest that. Harvest this. Ooh, 2 leather. That'll be great. Ooh, we ran out of water.
Tired. I could lay down right here.
Alright, get a drink. Alright. Alright, let's eat a whole bunch of cattails. That makes me mad because I was hoping to have the potatoes to fill me up enough to get me through the night, and then I'd have the cattails for morning. So I guess at this point, we'll put on water. I'll cook a potato. Maybe I'll cook it flat on the stove out of the pan. I know it takes like an hour. And maybe I can fix those shoes, but they shouldn't have done it. I'm beginning to wonder if something glitched at this point because I really can't think of what I've done that would have caused that to do that. Suitcase, old bedroll. I don't think we can take that. All right, I'm really not ready to sleep, but I don't want to stay up much longer. Here, let's just do this. Let's sleep an hour. We'll pass time for an hour. Oh, must be Aurora time. Can we fix our shoes? Hour and a half. I don't think we have that much time. I'm going to sleep for 1 more hour. If it's still Aurora-y, or Aurora-y, if the Aurora is still going. Okay, now I'm going to see if we can't make this happen. Take advantage of the... Can't repair while it's dark. It's not dark. This is not dark. Really? That's interesting. We can't repair that. Apparently there are no electric lights in here. I'm not going to worry about fixing that. It's not going to... Moving that up is not going to make a whole big difference. Finding another one of these, on the other hand. We can't do that either. Apparently, it's too dark to do that. I guess we could do some rose hips.
Rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
Well, if you faint, then you'll be resting, so you'll win. I wonder if I should make a torch. I'm going to say yes. Let's make a torch. Right. All right, we got a mega torch, a half a mega torch, and then a gaggle of torches. Oh, it only took... okay. We had 0.5, so it took a tenth. All right, cool. I'm not going to worry about making any more, but having one or two of these is just as good as having, like, you know, a whole handful of these. So I have to agree with DH Dunn on that one. He does that a lot, and I agree with him on that. If you got the means to build a couple of really good torches, the mega torch, it's worth it. Less carrying, less daisy chaining. All right. So, yeah, we definitely want to make water in the morning. What do we got? Tell you what, let's drink an herbal tea. That'll give us a little bit of calories. Drink the rest in water. And let's sleep for 6. Still concerned with what happened to the potatoes. I can see where I may have forgotten to put anything in the fire. And the fire went out. I can see that happening. Because it was a book. But where did the potatoes go? I mean, all I did was walk outside. We want to make sure we're fully rested. Okay, it's morning. We're going to grab 2 more hours of sleep. Maybe we'll be fully rested. Sounds like the wind got much stronger. Oh. Your potatoes did not go anywhere. They are magically hanging in the air. Well, at least we didn't lose the potatoes. Good Lord. At least we didn't lose the potatoes. I was upset because I thought we lost the potatoes. Now, I have to fully admit, I probably lit the fire with the book and then walked out and forgot to put tinder on the fire. Didn't put any wood on the fire. That is totally plausible. And I'll watch the video and I'll see if that's what I did. I'm sure people are going to comment on it. But there was no reason for the potatoes to go floating in midair. They didn't have to go all Harry Potter. You know what? Let's put that on there. We can pick up more sticks. I'd like to save some of the firewood. All right, water. 2 liters. Go. Cook. Cook the potato. All right, 40 minutes. I think fixing the shoes took too long. Yeah, an hour and a half. All right, well, we can fix the shoes at some point. Well, that makes me feel somewhat better. What was that spell? Guardian Levioso? Did somebody come walking in while I was gone and perform magic? You forgot to put firewood on the fire, so I'm going to place a spell on the potatoes. Alright, we got an hour and a half. Eat potato. Whoops, we don't want to make water, we want to cook. We want to cook. See, here's another thing too. Look at this, we got a gap there. I still think we got a few bugs. It happens when they do these DLC releases, you know. They change the mechanics a little bit on everything, so you have unforeseen consequences of things that happen. And this is no different. We've lived through other DLCs. You know, last year when Tales of the Void came out, there were some goofy glitches there. I've seen some of the new animations with the harvesting. I have mixed feelings on that one. It's interesting and neat, but I could see where it should be something you can turn off because not everybody's going to want to see that. Now, in my life experience of work and that, I used to actually work in a meat department at a small grocery store. So the idea of cutting meat and all that stuff, that doesn't gross me out. I've become kind of numb to that that particular thing. So for me, watching the animations is not anything that I haven't seen before. I've, you know, cut meat, I've done all that stuff. It doesn't bother me. But I could see where it would bother somebody. And I think Hinterland needs to make that something that you can turn off or blur or do something, because I can see where that could be squeamish for people. But it is neat to see your gloves, and when you're carrying stuff, it's neat to see the animations for the harvesting. I haven't seen this yet, but I hear that one of the big changes that people have been talking on Discord is that you can't harvest the rabbits and the ptarmigans unless you have something to cut them open with, unless they're a ravished or carcass. So in other words, you need something to pierce the skin with. And I thought that's an interesting turn, and I'm wondering if... Is that a recipe that I can't get to? I'm wondering if that's a deal to handle the thing like with Interloper, because they added all this extra food and all that stuff. I'm wondering if they put that into place to tone down the availability of food for Interloper, where you have to go forage a knife before you can harvest the rabbit. So I could see that as a balancing point for that. You know what I should do here? Let's... You know what? Go ahead and add the cedar. Let's take a torch. I guess if that's a recipe, I can't get to it. I'll have to break down the chair, and I don't think I can. Oh, I can, but it takes 2 hours. And I think we got the recipe already, so... I just want to make one last pass here with the light, because you know we all miss stuff. You never know when your potatoes are going to be floating in the air. Your cooking oil is going to be in the bedroom. You're going to find dirty skivvies in the bathtub with lighter fluid matches right next to it. Alright, eat potato and cook last potato. Alright, 30 minutes. Yep, that'll work. Let's just take that flour before we forget it. The other thing we need to remember is we've got that letter and key down by the Miner's Folly things. We need to grab that. There's nothing hiding underneath there, is there? It's hard to tell sometimes. The shadows are a little... Eat the potato. Grab the skillet. Okay. We've only got 59 cattails left. All these cattails over here, and see, we burned through way more than you think. This is the inherent thing about DeadWorld. You go through resources. Alright, let's speed this along. Take this. Pick this up. You know what? Let's do this. Alright, I think we can walk outside and walk back in. Okay, it's just windy. It's cold but windy. We're going to drink this tea if it's not floating. If it's floating, then we're going to run out of here screaming. Alright, fire's almost out. I'm almost wondering if we shouldn't do 2 of them. You know what? Do the coffee. Do we have another stick? Do we have a stick? Can we do a stick? Okay. As soon as that's warm, we'll drink the reishi, we'll grab the coffee, and we're gonna go. Take the coffee, drink the reishi. That treatment didn't do anything except warm us up. Alright, looks like the wind died down. Fantastic. I did that because it was all windy and nasty, and then 5 minutes go by and it changes. Okay. Do our best not to run unless we have to. So many of those saplings are already cut down. Alright. Nothing there. Didn't really check this over here. Sometimes there's a backpack, but I don't see anything. Yes, take this. And the key. Don't forget that. It might be important. Alright, let's take all of this. No, we're a little heavy. But you never know when you're going to have to build a fire. I'm liking this weather. Let's see how far we can get. We're just going to keep on keeping on at this point. The only thing that's going to stop us is if we see any maple saplings. Or, you know, teas and stuff, but try not to get too distracted. Try not to do the squirrel thing. Like this, we need these. We need all those calories. The more I explore Ash Canyon, the more I like it. There's something unique about it. The only thing that makes me nervous is that I know that part of the DLC the updates that we haven't gotten yet is the global wildlife change. And so I'm curious if they're going to change the wildlife here in Ash Canyon much. Because right now, once you get onto this level,
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
other than the bear that is in that cave when you're playing non-DeadWorld, there's no predators up here. So it's kind of peaceful. Because once you get past, what they call Boris the bear, I think, what I heard Dunn talking. I don't know if that's official or not, but I think that's funny. Once you get past the bear there's really nothing, you know, you don't have anything to slow you down. You don't have to worry about the wolves or anything. I could see them maybe adding the cougar up here, possibly. And that would make this a whole different ball game. And I'm curious to know how that dynamic is going to work, because I live in the desert areas of Arizona, and we have bobcats and mountain lions and what have you. And the thing you always have to worry about is they won't present themselves to you forwardly. They will get you from behind. And so if you're in an area where, you know, you're concerned about that, you have to usually be prepared for that. It's never a good idea at anything. It's like to go hiking alone. Because you never know if you're going to have somebody take care of a problem like that. Ooh. I see snow shelter. I see lunch. All right. Oh, not a whole bunch, but we're going to take what we can get. Let's do this. We'll see how cold we get. See if we need to make a fire. Oh, that is pretty... Not really showing it, but kind of showing it. That's an hour. I think we better make a fire if we want to hide. I don't know. Do we want to hike with the hide? You know what? No. I'm not going to worry about the hide. We don't need those. Ooh. Beat the chips. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the hide. That's a long way to hike that, and we're already getting cold. Let's grab these sticks, in fact. Let's see if we can't get a little further up before we have to start a fire here. We're not exactly in a very well-protected area right there either. And there's the possibility of another carcass up here, and there's still going to be carcasses all over the place, so I'm not worried about that at the moment. I know we need more to do, but again, I'm almost thinking the travois is going to be more useful than the deer pants or the boots. And it's going to be hard to make that stuff because you got to sit in one place for so long. We got to keep moving. We need food. At least now we know we've got a 50% full belly with a 0.7. We're about halfway down on temperature. So pretty. Oh, looky here. Maple number 1. We're 1/3 the way. Yeah, I think unless something dramatically changes, I think we're gonna maybe shoot more for building the travois than worrying about the deer pants. Depending on the amount of time. I would assume it would be less time than building the pants, but at this point, food is not on our side. The summit would be a great thing in the fact that we might find a lot more food up there, but until we find a bedroll, we're screwed on that front. What the heck? Alright. Astrid, let's get across the bridge here and we'll discuss building a fire for you. Probably wouldn't hurt to make a tea and some water. You hear the ropes stretching. Do you believe there's some firewood over here? Or there used to be? They changed that? Nope. Still here. That's okay. We need it. As the dramatic music starts to take in. Yes. Climb over the tree. Or rock, or whatever this is. So right there is the foreman's retreat right there. Good Lord. What a walk. I told you, these people were hardy. That's what they had to go after a full day of mining. Okay, I'm gonna take the wood. Oh well. Ooh, we see the gloves while we're climbing too. Cool. Alright. I mucked that up, but I'm not gonna worry about climbing down for those rose hips. No more? Okay. If we're down to one last tea, and that's what the deal is to survive 5 more minutes at that point, the run is pretty much over anyway. We're doing good on temperature, though. That I'm really happy with. In actuality, this little spot here might be warm. There's some more rose hips anyway. Are we warm in here? We are warm in here. Can we stay warm? Nope. Can I get close enough to harvest and be warm? Yes. Probably not that one. This is amazing. Maybe we could do this without a fire. Just pass a little bit of time there. Of course, that triggers the weather. The great gods of TOD frown upon your warming. I cast thee a storm. Okay. Maybe we'll be warm here in this cave. We can hang out here for a minute. We are warm. That's good. We are carrying a whole bunch of firewood. Is this a piece of coal? It is a piece of coal. We're a little heavy. Tell you what. Instead of just wasting time, let's do some proper use of our time here. Okay. I don't think we're going to be here long enough for that. We'll make that when we get into the mine. I'll leave those behind in the mine. Alright, grab this coal. I know we're going to have a bunch of coal when we leave. In fact, how much do we have? We got 10 now. How are we sitting on water? Maybe we make a fire and do some water. Yeah, no, we don't even need water. Alright, well. You know what? Let's do a quick pass of time. It's just windy. But that should hopefully buy us enough time to goat down. And get into the mine. Although there's a few things to look at before we get into the mine proper. Here's that corpse over by the... what would be almost like a waterfall, I guess. It's a birch, it's not maple. And the wind's died down again already. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Thank you. Another flare. That's great. I hear crows. What do we... Oh, they're just overhead crows. That means the weather is not going to turn right away, hopefully. Alright, let's goat down. Follow Zach's training here, and we go between these two trees. Lead us to the goat. I'm gonna crouch. Waddle my way down. I see more birch saplings. Whoa, that's fast. That's amazingly fast for her being crouched. And there it is. There's the first. And just as I started doing the thrills of victory, we end up with the agony of defeat. Alright, I see some burdock over there, but I don't think we've got anything to dig burdock down. I don't think we've got a pry bar. Yeah, we'll get you a hot fire. Your blurred vision. Alright. Okay, there are crows, so there's something over here. Who knows, maybe this gentleman has the thing we're looking for. Or you could have absolutely nothing. Okay, Astrid, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is we're going to put you someplace warm. The bad news is that you're going to be very heavy because we're going to pick up a whole bunch of junk. Probably a boatload of coal. A bunch of other stuff. This mining operation here is downright primitive compared to the Langston mine. That is a proper mine. Okay, Astrid, okay. You don't have to get all dramatic about the shivering and the nonsense. Here we go. Okay. Let's start with this one. Hey, more matches.
That will be useful.
Yeah, we'll make some more torches if we have enough sticks. Oh, you know what? You didn't follow the rules. Eat the calories, don't carry the calories. We'll use that for firewood.
Ah!
Hang on. Yeah. Alright. Couldn't remember if it was still doing that or not. I guess it depends on the shoes you wear. If you wear those ones with the rubber bottoms, you don't get as wet. But walking barefoot is much better. Where did your torch go? You know what? I'm not going to touch anything. I kind of like this. This is much better light. I don't know what you did with your torch, Astrid, but I'm not upset by it. I kind of like this. It's not like in your face light. Ah, there it is. That was an interesting little glitch. Alright. I don't really need to take this, but I know we are very overweight, Astrid, and you're tired.
Gotta warm up somehow.
Well, you are warming up. It's just you're standing on ice water. That's just not helping any. See what happened when this guy stood on the ice water? Oh, looky what we have here. This is beautiful. Wonderful sight. We have crampons. And the backpack. Take it. You've earned it. Ooh, gloves.
I'll take it.
They're horrible. We may just harvest those. Oh. Yeah. Let's try to get this fire in this barrel. Really? You're going to use a mag lens in the middle of a cave in a dark mine? Ah, good job, Astrid.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
That's a good one.
All right, let's get rid of some of this reclaimed wood. And you know what? Yeah, just get that down to 10. And let's put that in there. Let's just make a good long fire. Make some water. I don't think we can cook anything. Unless we find some oil in this drawer. Okay. Let's go to here. Let's go ahead and put the crampons on. Oh, look, it's not. Oh, wait. Oh, we can't put them on because we don't have our shoes on yet. Interesting. Didn't know you that. That would be funny to be barefoot and put those things on. Alright. I don't know that there's much else for us to grab, but there is this little container over here. More firewood. Just what we needed. What would have been more interesting... Good Lord, we got 7 of those. Drop that. Okay, you know what? I forgot about barbecue deer meat. Okay.
Anything right about now.
I'm cooking you some barbecue. Just chill. Buddy. Eat the barbecue. Alright, that's got an hour. You know what? 5 hours. We'll eat this crappy food just before we go to sleep, just in case. But... can we repair these shoes? Hour and a half. We got time on the fire. I don't think the water will boil out. Give it a whirl there, Astrid. See if you can fix our shoes. Oh, we're going to run out of water. That was close. Put some more water. How about drink some water? Let's quit losing percentage points here. Speaking of which, we're keeping in the 90s. I'm extremely happy with that. So many of these runs, man, I'm looking at 20, 25, so I ain't got no complaints. You're not hurting. Okay, so what else can we do here? Maybe 30 minutes. Yeah, why not? What does that do for us warmth-wise? We're still at 15, so we're holding steady. We could still use some underwear. Another pair of combat pants would be nice. Now, see, this is where the deer pants would actually do us some good, but what kind of time frame does that take? So, deer pants takes 12 hours. What does the travois take? 6. Interesting. I think this is on my to-do list. Oh, this is cool. So hang on. If we're doing all of them, This is the stuff you can do with your hands. I would assume this is the stuff you have to do with a workbench. And this is the stuff you need to forge. This is the stuff that you need bullet making, like at Bleak Inlet. Or even Blackrock, maybe. It's a weird symbol. And then stuff that you have fire. That's cool. That's neat. I don't remember that from before, so it's like when you're at the forge, you need to know what you're doing. You can cut that down. That's cool. And this is stuff you can make with your hands. Way cool. Oh, I'd love to get that going, but that ain't gonna happen. Oh, you know what? Let's do the rose hips while we're waiting on the fire. Not really waiting on the fire, but waiting on the water. Yeah, I'm liking what they've done with that. That's pretty cool. Okay. Fire, bandages. We can make a torch, which I think, you know what? Let's make a torch. That'll give us 2 mega torches. And we've got water now. How much time we got on this fire? Let us do... Is that 40 and 40? Yeah, that's almost right. I'll put another stick on there. Okay. If anything's going to make a 6, I'm betting this, but I've seen this one too. But let's see how good of a billy goat Astrid really is. Obviously better than I thought. All right. So I'm thinking that when we get back to the part after this, I think it's part 8. Part 8, part 9, can't remember. Sorry. Whatever part it is. When we get to the next episode, I think when we climb down out of here, we're going to make a beeline over to Anglers and go get all the cattails over there because there's going to be more cattails. There's also going to be some stuff in Angler's Den. But we're going to have to kind of circle back the way we came because that's the way I know how to get up to the Climber's Cave and the way to the Prepper's Cache. Now, we may not find anything there, but I would be remiss if I didn't go look. Because you never know. I got so lucky with the one in Timberwolf, and you get 2. So who's to say that this isn't number 2? And then that's where the Travois would be great, where you could haul us stuff out of here, even though it's not going to be perfect. So anyway, let's see here. Let's get a drink. And let's do 6. We'll do 6 hours. And I think we're going to take the save here. In the darkest dark of the cave, in the mine. In the quiet. Okay, so on the next episode, we have got to pray for good weather. We're going to probably work our way over to Angler's Den and go get all the cattails we can find over there. And hopefully be able to work our way back around and get to Climber's Cave. We need to find the other Prepper's Cache and then go from there. If we get so lucky as to find a bedroll, that will be the turning point to going to the summit, because we've got to be able to sleep. Even if we get to the summit in the middle of the night, the rest part is the worst part. We can do teas and stay warm. We got a ton of teas, so we should be able to stay warm. But we've got to be able to be rested enough. I don't think we have enough, and I don't know that using a stim is going to be the right idea either. So I'd rather just climb the first rope, go take a nap somewhere, and then get to the other point, take a nap, and rebuild that up anyway. So until the next episode, thank you very much for watching. If you could do the YouTube thing of the likes, the comments, and subscribing, that would be fantastic. I appreciate everyone that has been watching and leaving comments, and we will catch you on the next one. Thank you.